Alright, I've had this ArcCaptain Mig 200 for about a year now, so I figured it was time for an updated review. I did a review on this thing when I first bought it, but anyone can pull a brand new welder out of a box and say it's the best thing ever on the first day. What I think really matters is how it holds up after a year of hard use. I've used this thing almost every day in the shop welding. I've gone through countless spools of wire now, and I've even ran it on aluminum. So, let's get into it. My thoughts on this welder from when I first bought it and now have actually changed quite drastically. When I first got it, I was pretty skeptical about what this thing could do at the price point, but I figured I'd give it a chance. But over the last year, I've been proven very wrong. This thing's performed flawlessly, and I can honestly say it's an absolute beast. I really like how simple this thing is to use. A complete noob could pull this out of a box and basically be welding within like 5 minutes if they had C25 welding gas and a spool of wire. It's literally that simple. I also really like the small, lightweight design. Initially when I got this, I thought it was going to be a flaw due to the build quality, but it's shown that that really is not an issue. So for me now, the size and weight is pretty much a bonus. The little light inside for when you're setting up a new spool of wire is awesome too. I run through quite a bit of wire, so I'm in there a fair bit. I was also really surprised with its aluminum performance. I did a full separate review on this spool gun for the welder, for the MiG 200, and it was pretty freaking awesome. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you guys are interested in welding aluminum with this welder. Huh. I feel like that was way too cold, but that is actually really clean. Oh my God. One thing that I did mention in my 6-month follow-up review is that this ground cable is too small. If you use this welder hard, this thing's gonna overheat and get hot, which is gonna cause resistance within the wire, and you're gonna get a bad ground connection. Now, with that being said, it's super easy to change this out. I swapped it out for a 1-gauge wire and a heavy-duty clamp. So all you have to do is loosen this set screw right here on the original clamp. It's the same setup. And then you untwist this, pull it out, and then pull back this rubber sleeve. Same thing, another Allen-headed set screw in there. Pull the old wire out, put your new wire in any length you want, and then same thing on your new clamp, and you're good to go. If I can get this back in here. It's just indexed. There we go. Oh boy. This is hard to do on video. It's kind of twisted. Oh my God. There we go. Overall, that is my only complaint with this welder. Now, I don't know if ArcCaptain has actually addressed this and fixed it in their newer models, but if anybody knows, please let me know down in the comments. Overall, this thing rips, and it welds smooth as butter. But that's enough talking about it. Let's do some welding. So this is just a winch plate, winch cradle, whatever you want to call it, that I've been working on for my girlfriend's 4Runner. Building a bumper for her. Just welded up these gussets on the side. Turned out pretty sweet. That was at 18.3 and 362 inches per minute. Another thing I love about this welder, while we're here at the display, is the buttons. Over a year they've held up great. They still feel nice and clicky. I don't know if you can hear that. Sounds really good. All the buttons are still in perfect condition. Man, this thing's dirty. I'm not trying to convince you to buy this welder, but honestly, if you're in the market for a new MIG welder, I would highly consider this machine. It's done me great, and I would not hesitate to buy another. If you are looking to get one for yourself, make sure you use my code Connor5 at checkout on ArcCaptain's website. It'll save you 5% and it'll give me a small kickback, which I really appreciate. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe. If you're into reviews, and mainly on this channel is an off-road content channel, so we do lots of off-roading in our Toyotas, exploring, adventures, builds. I'm going to be doing a full build on this front bumper for my girlfriend's 4Runner. It's going to be getting a front bumper, rear bumper with a tire swing out, and those custom rock sliders. It's going to be awesome. As always, thanks so much for watching. Happy fabricating.